Good evening to all you YouTubers looking in and subscribers and viewers alike. Welcome to episode 6 of this Mark II Burnley career mode, where we're now moved into the month of November, and we've got, as I said, we're going to do another two-part video with 3 games apiece in the bargain. First of all, we got Arsenal coming up for you in a minute or two, and then we've got another that's being played at the Emirates Stadium. Now with another away match, and Basel won in the Champions League against Ajax Amsterdam at the Ajax Arena. So another away trip for us today. So that's 2 away trips in a row in both competitions. And finishing this particular video off with a home match against Hull City. Then the next 3, and then the next video will contain an away match with Stoke, another away match with Milan, and a home match with Aston Villa. So plenty to keep us entertaining. Hopefully we'll have a brilliant November. We're also in the next round of the Capital One, where we've drawn Tottenham Hotspur, but that's 2 or 3 videos obviously down the line. But we're now going to focus our attention on the Arsenal away match, and this is a bit of a top of the table clash. There's 5 points separating the 2 opponents today. We have 20 points, and we're top of the table by about 3 points from Chelsea. Everton, who were top before we beat them, they've obviously slipped to 4th. The top 6 have actually played 9 games each, so it's all looking pretty rosy for the top sides at the moment. As I say, Arsenal in 5th place. It's, only about 4 points behind 5 points behind us in the placing. So a win where would cut the gap between us and Arsenal down to 2 points, but a win would put us further away from Arsenal surely. So a big incentive for us to get 3 points away at the Emirates, and that's where we're going now for our first match of 3. Welcome to the Emirates Stadium. Well, Arsenal take on Burnley here. Burnley are top of the table, but Arsenal are just 5 points behind in 5th position. So this game could well be crucial for both sides. If Arsenal win, the gap between them and Burnley is cut to at least 2 points, but Burnley can move further away from Arsenal with a victory. Would move 8 points clear of Arsene Wenger's men with a victory here at the Emirates. The conditions aren't ideal for this sort of football. The pouring with rain as we check the Arsenal side. Danny Welbeck will start up front. Lucas Podolski will play on one wing, and Alexis Sanchez on the other. Aaron Ramsey will anchor the midfield there alongside Liam. Chambers and Koscielny are the 2 centre-backs, and Wojciech Szczesny gets the goalkeeping verdict. Let's take a check at the Burnley side. Couple of changes in that. First of all, in centre-back, where Greg Dawson comes in for Mike Duff, and Scott Arfield makes way for Glenn Whelan to return. Otherwise, it's the same 11 that beat Manchester United in the week in the League Cup to send them through to potentially 3 games away from a Wembley date. And away we go. Arsenal in the red and white, Burnley in the old dark strip, their change strip of course. Arsenal going from right to left in this first half, and they attack the clock end of course, Burnley left to right. Burnley's biggest test since coming back into the Premier League. Won themselves an early 3 kick. We need to go to another massive stadium on Wednesday as Welbeck tries to chip Eaton. The flag has got up for offside. Going back to what I was saying there, as Welbeck had gone through, albeit illegally, because the flag had gone up against him. Another tough European test. Ajax Amsterdam, the Ajax Arena, another big arena for Burnley. They're going to play their trade, and then later on in the month, the daunting trip to the San Siro as that cross comes in again. Comes out as far as Gnabry! Well, that would have been a turn-up scoring against the club. His parent club. He's on loan from Arsenal to Burnley, and almost scored against his parent side. That wouldn't have pleased Arsene Wenger too much. Kiteley's onside here. He's got 2 in the middle, and he stood that up magnificently. Comes out to Whelan, and now to Vokes, and the goalkeeper didn't hold it, and it's hooked away. Well, Burnley asking a lot of questions there, folks, with the latest opportunity. He's away from Gnabry this time, Welbeck. Chelsea 1, QPR 0. Loic Remy, the former QPR man, with the goal. Down at Stamford Bridge. Not far away from here, actually. Here's Whelan. Finds Jones. Who in turn finds Ings, who's clean through now. Is this the breakthrough for Burnley? Danny Ings! Great save by Szczesny. They struck that well. Szczesny with the acrobatics, turning it behind for a corner. Looks like Carter's going across to take this one. Indeed he is. There's the corner. It's away now by Podolski. As we approach the halfway mark, in fact we've had the halfway mark in the first half. Away from the challenge of Davy Jones. Still Arsenal coming forward, looking for the options. And Podolski had turned, and that's the closest we've come to an Arsenal goal in this game. It's the German Podolski who turned, beat Tom Heaton but beat the far post. Welbeck holds his head in his hands. Shackle, tightly, can't thread it through though. Took a ball. Arsenal here possibilities. Whistle's gone. I think it was a foul by Kitely there. No booking required for that particular challenge. It means Arsenal have a bit of defending to do as Podolski sends that free kick in again, and well, Burnley had some defending to do, and Ramsey was right in there. Well, Pirates, who having dominated the first part of the first half, have certainly been dominated in the second part of the first half. Been a half of two halves. But here come Burnley now looking to bite back with Kitely. Little chip crossing there towards Vokes. Oh, what a save! What a save by Szczesny. Vokes did everything. He nodded the ball down, and how Szczesny got down there and tipped that one over the crossbar. My goodness. He's a goalkeeper inspired today. Jones with the corner. Ings with a header. And well held Szczesny as well. Shackle. Whelan. It's a lovely ball over towards the far side, and here's Serge Gnabry. Good cross towards the near the post. And folks just needed a little flick, and that might have been Burnley in business. 500 minutes at the end of what's been a pretty open first half. There's not really too much in the way of stoppages. I can't believe it's 5 minutes, and it might benefit Burnley here as Ings went for the shot, and Szczesny, not for the first time, having to palm it away. And Burnley really coming strong at the end of this first half. Jones to take from this far side. This time, and it's off the bar! Unbelievable. How are Burnley not in front in this match? It's a goal kick, but how has Vokes missed that? Oh, well, it's a classic case of how unlucky can you get? It really is. And then it ricocheted off Catley and behind for the goal kick. And that was the last act of the first half, which in truth has been dominated by Burnley, but both teams have had chances but can't beat their respective keepers, Szczesny particular and Tom Heaton. So at half time here at the Emirates, it's Burnley 0, it's Arsenal 0 rather, Burnley 0. Welcome back to the Emirates as we check the half times before we start. It's 0-0 here, as you know. At Villa Park, it's Aston Villa 0, Spurs 1, Tottenham 1. Chelsea, as you were seen during the first half, took the lead through lyric memory against QPR in the London derby at Stamford Bridge. 1-1 down at Selhurst Park between Crystal Palace and Sunderland. At Goodison Park, it's Everton 0, Swansea 1. Hull 1, Southampton 2 is a half-time score at the KC Stadium. At the King Power, it's Leicester City 0, West Brom 0. In the Manchester derby, half-time, Man City 0, United 1. At St James's Park, it's 1-1 in fact between Newcastle and Liverpool. And finally at the Britannia, it's Stoke 0, West Ham United 1. Here at the Emirates, it's 0-0. And here comes Serge Gnabry. Burnley attacking where their supporters are situated. In the clock end. And it's Serge Gnabry against his parent club. And that would have been a real story there. If Gnabry had found the top corner. But Wojciech Szczesny had other ideas. Now Dawson. Trippier. Here is Serge Gnabry. Wanting to prove himself well. Ooh, good tackle. Although Gnabry did go down in a little bit of a heat there. And the referee's pulled it back, and it's a free kick to Burnley in quite a little promising position here. Will Whelan get it up and over the wall? He can indeed, but it's just too high. Arsenal about to make substitution. Just too high there for Whelan. It was going away from goal anyway, so it was not just going over, it was going wide as well. So as you can see, there's a substitution taking place there. Zerlim, who was pretty ineffective, I have to say, he's come off, and the evergreen Thomas Rosicky is the man to replace him. As we approach 10 minutes gone in the second half, and still no goals. There's Jones, Whelan. It's been a lot of Sam Vokes. Harry Kane's still out for a considerable amount of time. And Ings hasn't seen too much, although that looked a soft free kick to Arsenal. Danny Welbeck comes off, and Fabio Llorente will come on and take his place now up front. So Wenger now ringing the changes to the second half. He didn't feel that his attacking force in the first half was up to the challenge. That's a good ball though. Sam Vokes is in a lot of space here, and Burnley could be in business. He's got Ings in the middle, pulled back to Ings, who slides and scored! He went behind him a bit, but he slid the ball. He slid his leg back and then hooked the ball in the back of the empty net. And Burnley, for all their endeavours this afternoon, take the lead at the Emirates. And they have been the better side. He had to slide and hook the ball back into the net. Szczesny was well off his ground. He nearly saved it, actually. More savable for Szczesny. But in the end, Burnley have their just desserts and their just rewards, I have to say. Danny Ings, the scorer. Goal number 8 this season in the league. And after 63 minutes, it's Arsenal 0, Burnley 1. Well, Burnley might not have the best squad in the league, but I'll tell you what, there's character and spirit which is keeping them top of the Premier League at the moment. And here's Danny Ings, one of their best strikers. It's Ings now for 2. Good save, Szczesny. Jones follows up. So too does Ings. Blocked by Koscielny, and it's knocked away. And Arsenal now are in terrible danger of going 2 goals down there. Dawson. Trippier. Nice turn again. Ings was offside. Now a free kick to Arsenal. 20 minutes to go. It looks as if Serge Gnabry, who's come back to his parent club, looks as if he could well celebrate a victory against his parents' side with the club he's got on loan to. And that was a bit overhit there. The conditions don't help. Chelsea are on 2 up, well 3 up rather. Cesar Azpilicueta with the goal. But here comes Sam Vokes now looking to finish the job. Can he get bounced there? The angle is tight. And in fact, it was too tight. I think Vokes knows it. In fact, Danny Ings is going to come off. Ashley Barnes is going to come on. And David Jones is going to be rested. And Scotty Arfield is going to come on now. They have to bring some changes here, Burnley. They've got a tough old game in Europe, and they need to save their best striker at the moment for every game possible. And this could well be the winning goal. Look how he slides in there, gets the leg wrapped round the ball, and it found the net with some aplomb there. As Scott Arfield enters the fray and Ashley Barnes comes on. It's a chance for the likes of Barnes and Vokes to really shine while Harry Kane is out through injury. Here's Barnes getting his first touch. Here's a good chance for Barnes now. He could settle the matter. Barnes, and again, goal! The sub-kick here with more or less his 3rd touch of the ball has made it 2-0. 2 minutes just over the play. Szczesny will have to take the blame. He couldn't stop the first effort. And it came out to Barnes, who followed up to score. And Burnley's amazing start to the season continues. And what a way to get off the mark in the league this season. 2-0 Burnley. An amazing scoreline. Vokes. Still Vokes. Still Vokes. Will he shoot this time? Oh, it's gone through, Szczesny! It's 3-0! And Vokes gets his name on the score sheet. 4,000 clarets are going cock-a-hoop. He went for hitting open Szczesny. It went right underneath him. And he nestles sweetly for Sam Vokes in the bottom corner of the net. And beyond any wildest dreams of any claret out there, in dreamland, Vokes claims his 3rd goal of the season. And all 3 fit strikers for Burnley have all scored the goals. Ings, Barnes, and now Vokes. Arsenal 0, Burnley 3, and the gap between the sides is going to increase now to 8 points. And Burnley will keep their leadership over Chelsea at 3 points as well, so it keeps Chelsea at arm's length in any case. Good header one there by Dawson. Sanchez. Oh, good challenge by Scott Arfield. Did remarkably well there. Santi Cazorla coming on, but too little too late really. Badowski missed that glorious chance that just trickled wide at 0-0 in that first half. If that had gone in, would it have been a different story? Well, who knows? Arsenal need to find 3 and they've got next to no time to get them. That's a wonderful ball. Barnes is onside. Will it be 4-0? And it's a penalty. It gets better and better for Burnley. They have a chance now to go 4 up. Right at the death. And now what will happen for Szczesny? Will he go for that? Well, the only thing that could save him really was Barnes moving away from goal. Looks like he's got away with at least a booking. Now they're just debating who's going to take the spot kick. Well, Gnabry's injured, so Going to be Trippier to take it. They're going to give the right back an opportunity here. I think at 3-0 down, you can afford to do these sort of things. So Trippier now for 4. It is 4! What a superb second half display by Burnley. They go 4 up, and deservedly so. Szczęsny going the wrong way, and Trippier has made it 4. What a classic second half performance by the Clarets. And what a nice touch to let Trippier have an opportunity to get his first of the campaign. Arsenal 0. Listen to this, Burnley 4. And there it is. Boos ring around the Emirates. Ings, Barnes, Vokes and Trippier for a penalty have rubbed salt into Arsenal's misery. And a full-time score here, amazingly, at the Emirates, is Arsenal 0, Burnley 4. And a very good evening to you all from the Amsterdam Arena. Burnley, who produced a magnificent victory over Arsenal to win 4-0 with 4 second-half goals. Have a real chance to put daylight between themselves and Ajax. This is a massive game in terms of Champions League qualification. 2 points separating Burnley, who are in second place, and Ajax, who are in third. They're in the Europa League spot. They're on stone dead last. They play AC Milan tonight. The passionate Dutch crowd are the 4-time champions of Europe, and their fans are one of the most passionate, certainly in Dutch football, that's for sure. But Burnley, who couldn't beat them at Turf Moor, draw 0-0. But this is the Ajax side. Fischer is one of the players to watch, and Sigurdsson, who got an injury at Turf Moor, is returning now. Klaassen, who had a good game as well, he could cause Burnley 1 or 2 problems. And of course there's Jasper Cillessen in the goals. For Burnley, it's the same 11 that beat Arsenal 4-0, what started the Arsenal game, which they won 4-0. Ings and Folks got 2 out of got 1 each, plus Barnes and Trippier. So there's plenty of opportunity here for Burnley to really put daylight between themselves and Ajax in terms of group. Jones, he's making a burst. He's turned nicely. It's Danny Ings. 1-0. Burnley take the lead in Amsterdam. And Danny Ings, who else, provides the goal-scoring touch again. He drew Cillessen out of his goal and took the chance with Subapong. And the Clarets are in front in Amsterdam to the delight of 3,000 Lancastrians. 5th goal in the European Cup this season. Past him. Jones again tries the shot, and just cleared the crossbar. Well, in rugby, that would have been an easy 3 points for Wigan. It's over the top and it's into the crowd instead, and you don't get any points for shots like that. Goal kick. So he's in with it. For not one moment of madness that almost cost Burnley a goal at the start from Dawson. Burnley have been very disciplined in defence. And here come Ajax Amsterdam now, looking for the equaliser as we come towards the final 10 minutes, and they've got the equaliser. And it's Sigurdsson who's got it. He got there before Heaton, and Burnley have been pegged back, and Sigurdsson, who got injured in the first match at Turf Moor, has equalised here. And Burnley's lead has been wiped out. So Sigurdsson gets the goal. And it's his first in Europe this season, but it's a crucial one for Ajax Amsterdam. 10 minutes to go before the break. But here's Danny Ings, the flag has stayed down. The flag has not got up. And here's Danny Ings to Burnley, and it's 2-1! You just cannot keep this fella out of the game, can you? Ings has 2, and Burnley have their lead back. He went round Sillyson like a knife through butter. And then finished very, very easily. And Burnley looked as if they were back just before the break. Have suddenly broke out and have scored a second one. And Ings has them both. 2-1 Burnley. And a great opportunity now for Burnley to go in front going into the half-time interval. And surely that will be the last play of the first half. It's all down to the discretion of the German referee. So 2 goals from Danny Ings, either side of a goal from Sigurdsson at Broad Ajax level, has given Burnley a priceless half-time lead. Half-time here at the Amsterdam Arena. Here in Amsterdam, it's Ajax 1, Burnley 2. Dawson. Gnabry. Folks. Trippier. Good chip. Goal! Ings has the hat-trick. And Burnley have the victory. 3-1. And that does settle it. Sillyson beaten there. And the match is won. And Burnley now have the cushion over a big cushion in second place and keep the heat up on AC Milan at the top of Group D. And now we'll surely move 5 points clear with Ajax. Well, that is an unbelievable victory now for Burnley. It's a free kick. And a yellow card given. Glenn Whelan taking one there for the team. Whelan. Ings is onside here. This could settle it. Danny Ings, Ram Sillyson has got a 4th one! This is beyond anybody's wildest dreams in claret and blue. Danny Ings has struck 4 times in this match. Well, he's probably one of Europe's hottest strikers at the moment. He can't stop scoring. That's 5 in his last 2 games. This is unbelievable. And there it is. Danny Ings is a night to remember here in Amsterdam. He's got all 4 goals for Burnley. Sigurdsson with the equaliser for Ajax, but it was a Danny Ings show. He's run riot tonight, and so have Burnley. Winners tonight by 4 goals to 1. And well, welcome to Turf Moor. Just to go back, if you're wondering why the Ajax game was heavily edited, there was 1 or 2 problems with the internet connection, so we'll only be able to show you brief highlights with the goals. That was the explanation why that particular game was a little bit short. But we are continuing with the full game, and it's Burnley against Hull City, back to Premier League action, and a couple of changes for the Burnley lineup, as you'll see. Glenn Whalen has decided he wants a rest, so Serge Gnabry will play in his place, and Scott Arfield actually comes in for him. Gnabry and Arfield swap positions. So Ashley Barnes replaces Sam Vokes, is also rested. And what about Hull City? And then from Humberside, East Yorkshire, Stephen Harper gets the nodding goal over McGregor. Jelovic plays up top with Sonny Aluko. Myler, Livermore and Quinn are the three midfielders, with both Lucinia and Robertson, who can run down the both wings. Tom Ince and Owen Anderson among the substitutes. The referees Lee Probert, and off we go on a very sun-drenched autumn afternoon here in East Lancashire. Bit of a nip in the air, but the sun is out and it's shining. It's Scott Arfield. And the cross in there. David Jones. Gnabry. Good effort from Serge Gnabry. Good strike. And Harper scrambling away to his left hand side. Liverpool 1, Chelsea 0. Adam Lallana, the goal scorer there. Meanwhile, it's Jelovic for Hull. Jelovic has put it wide. And a little warning sign there to the Clarets that Hull haven't come here to make up any numbers. Akinci Jelovic just putting the ball wide, in fact hitting the back stanchion there. And a goal kick. Shackle to Dawson. Scotty Arfield. Mazira. Stood the cross up well. Oh, and that header by Ings. Good move. Good header. Just went right to that far post. Very unlucky. Coming up to a quarter of an hour gone. Sheffield did magnificently, but he's lost the ball. This is Jelovic. Quinn wanting it played. Too far ahead of Quinn. And it goes for a goal kick. And this is the first video of our next career mode. First game on the next career mode, and we'll be focusing. That's our first game, Stoke City away. That's next week. That's the first game on our next career mode video. That'll be episode 6, of course. We're here in episode 5. This is our third match, and still no goals here between Burnley and Hull. As Gnabry goes forward, he strikes a wonderful shot. Harper found two up to handle, but he managed to divert it somehow behind for the corner. Jones to take it. Goalkeeper stays at home and bing! 1-0. Jones with the corner, and it was Craig Dawson heading over the goalkeeper's head. He's not the tallest of goalkeepers, Harper, but that was a powerful header, and the Hull captain is beaten. Dawson's first goal for Burnley, and it couldn't have come at a more critical time, halfway through the first half. 1-0 the Clarets. Well, that's got turf more jumping. What was a probable even contest, with both sides really missing at least one glorious chance each. And the game is come to the boil now with Quinn. And Aluko is inside the area, blocked by Trippier, still not away yet. Now what's happened here? Aluko's gone down. As we as we have to promote Hull's next game against Tottenham. A tough one for them down there, across there at the old KC Stadium. I say old, it's actually quite new actually, but nevertheless, it's a lot better ground than their old ground, Boothry Park. And that was a real toilet of the ground. Here's the chip in there. Offside, flag it up. The goal will not count. Danny Inks nodded the ball into the back of the net, but he was standing in an offside position. I just noticed the flag as the cross came in here from Scott Arfield. Yes, he just strayed offside. McShane had come out just in time and caught Danny Ings offside. Yelovich for Hull. Myler trying to make something of it. Yelovich again. Oh, what a save. That's a marvellous bit of goalkeeping there by Tom Eaton, because Yelovich hit that with some venom. And almost caught Heaton off his feet there. 10 minutes to go to the break, and here's Quinn with the corner. Heaton is off limits, off the line, not away yet, and another opportunity there for Hull, and he didn't take it. Goal kick. This is the goal again from Craig Dawson. And that just gets ahead of his marker and his challenger, and nods into the net. Past the despairing Stephen Harper. Well, Hull have threatened on many occasions here at the moment. Here's Quinn. Yelovich to Aluko. Aluko lets fly and it's hit the stanchion again. That's twice Hull have come close and have hit the back stanchion. Quinn making it happen, and Sonny Aluko got his shot in and went just fractionally wide of that up right there. Burnley just teetering on the brink a little bit there. Trippier finding Kite. Trippier's kept that in to his credit and kept them move going. It's good football all round. Here's Ashley Barnes, not been involved too much in the game, but he scored now! 2-0! And Barnes, who scored against Arsenal when coming on as a substitute in that 4-0 demolition job. Well, he scored the second one, and Hull, who have had chances themselves to score, well, they've been made to be punished. Right on the stroke of half-time, and Burnley doubled their money. 2-2 for Ashley Barnes. In Premier League terms anyway. So Dawson's early effort on the halfway point of the first half, doubled now by Barnes. There's still time for another Burnley attack potentially, but McShane snuffs it out. All eyes now on referee Lee Probert as we come towards the end of the first half. Catley tried to get a shot and it palmed away, and then Barnes follows up. The whistle has gone for half time. Or has it? No, it's not. It's still playing on. As we see a replay of that second Burnley goal scored by Ashley Barnes. In fact, it's a corner kick. So we will have a final play of the half. Jones sends the corner in again. And it will be half time now. So 2-0 to Burnley. Could have been so different if Yelovich and Aluko had took their chances. Goals coming from Dawson and Barnes. And at half time here at Turf Moor, a sunny Turf Moor, it's Burnley 2, Hull City 0. Welcome back to Turf Moor as we give you some half times. Liverpool 1, Chelsea 1. Big game there in the Premier League. Manchester United 1, Crystal Palace 0 at Old Trafford. 1-1 between QPR and Man City at Loftus Road. Southampton and Stoke is a late kick-off at St Mary's, 5:30. Swansea 1, Arsenal 1 at the Liberty, another big game down there. West Brom 0, Newcastle 0 at the Hawthorns. in the Midlands, and at Upton Park it's West Ham United 1, Aston Villa 1 in that particular game down in East London. Here in East Lancashire it's 2-0 to Burnley, but it's been a lot even than the scoreline suggests. Hull have had chances and missed them. Milovic and Luko, the more guilty of the misses that have gone before, as Hull look to try and pull one back, and then all of a sudden they've made a complete haulage of it. Luko is onside here. Sonny Luko pulled back, and Burnley here almost making a complete utter haulage of the clearance, but it's come out to Ings now. And no great support, because more or less Burnley had plenty of bodies back. Round to the Clarets. Ward. Jones. Danny Ings. Ashley Barnes. Lovely composed turn. Kitely. Oh, through the defence like a knife through bottom. It's Michael Kitely. Good save, Steve Harper. Well, that's probably just kept Owen with a sniff of trying to get back into this game. And they're breaking out furiously down this far side. If they can get Meninamou inside the box here, they could be in business, but Dawson, who got the first, was not going to be stopped from getting that one, and he's still going, Dawson. Now he's badly out of position. Oh, we've got to throw everything at it now. Quinn, advantage played by Mr. Probert, but he saw that was no coming, and Barnes, and who else is it? Rossini having a little set too. Yellow card for Ashley Barnes. And Burnley deciding that Barnes needs to be taken off, I think, and bearing in mind he's on a yellow card, and Sam Vokes will come on, and the Vings combination will be reunited, and they'll have 25 minutes together, Vokes and Ings. Was a little bit daft there from Barnes, but he's that type of player though. He's had a good afternoon now. Goal to his name, and comes off to a very good ovation by the Claret supporters. Hull as well in the meantime they've made a change themselves. I'll confirm that one for you in just a second or two. They have a free kick as well. Hull City referee Probert making sure that the wall is a good 10 yards or so away. Confirmation of Barnes' booking. Win with a free kick, floated in, and it's knocked forward. Easy one for Tom Heaton. Abel Hernandez on for Sonny Aluko. That's the whole change. But here's Ings. He's through this time. 1-1 with Harper. Is it free? No, Harper's leg has denied him. If it wasn't for the heroics of Stephen Harper, who would have been out of this by now. I think they come again now, looking to pull one back, and that's a deep cross towards Hernandez. It comes to... Oh, no foul. Ings has won it, and he's beaten McShane. McShane's not going to get back in him now. It's just 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. It's Danny Ings. He's round Harper, but he's run out of pitch. Paul McShane being sacrificed now, as Hull must go for it. 12 minutes to go, 2-0 down, and the pacey Tom Ince will come on and replace him now. Paul Ince's son, of course. So Hull have used all three of their permitted substitutes. Steve Bruce looks to try and pull this one round for them. Again, full of missed chances. Here's Jones. Is this the moment for three? Jones off the post and in. Game, set, match for Burnley. All having to pour many men forward. They took off a defender, and in fact, taking off a defender has really made them pay the penalty. Beyond the dive of Stephen Harper and David Jones, who hadn't scored, I think, since Swansea on the second weekend of the season. Well, what a time to end that particular drought. Number 3. Forest now safe now. Goal number 4 this season in his first goal since scoring that stunning effort against Swansea at the Liberty Stadium back in August. 81 minutes gone. 3-0. And Hull are willing themselves to play. They missed chance after chance when it was 2-0, 1-0 and 2-0 respectively. And here's Jones again. And it's sort of as if it's Hull are waving the white flag now. Jones will score. Number 4. Well, Jones has got 2 in as many minutes. And Burnley score 4 again for the 3rd game running. That's 12 goals. They've scored in 3 games and only 1 conceded to Sigurdsson of Ajax Amsterdam. And that's how hot they've been in the last 3 games. Red hot. Not bad for a midfielder of David Jones' age and capabilities. 5 from midfield this season for the former Manchester United youngster. 4-0. To add to goals from Dawson and Ashley Barnes.
In the 85th minute, number 14, David Jones.
He's on a hat-trick now. He couldn't surely. He couldn't surely. It's David Jones for a hat-trick. He's got his hat-trick. He's only gone and got it. 5-0. And it's turning out to be a right old rout here. And David Jones, in the space of 6 minutes, has got a hat-trick. Unbelievable. Well, the price has been paid now by Hull. They had to take a defender off to put an extra attack-minded player on, and it's badly backfired because Burnley, through David Jones, has scored a 6-minute hat-trick right at the end of this match. 5-0. And Danny Ings, believe it or not, has not gone on the score sheet. The man who got 4. Maybe the heroics of Wesley has caught up with him a little bit as Hull come forward looking for something back. And Hernandez has missed the target. Sums up their afternoon in a nutshell. Shackle to Kitely. Now Danny Ings. Still Ings. He's still going. It's Ings. It's saved, and Ings has injured himself. That could be a problem. It could leave Burnley potentially down to only 2 fit strikers here. Let's hope that injury's not serious. Jones, a bit ambitious perhaps, but it's into the McElroy end for a goal kick. It need not matter now because Burnley 5 up. It could have easily been 2-2. It's been that sort of a game. It's ifs and buts, and Hull will regret missed opportunities, certainly at 1-0 and 2-0 down, and they've been made to pay for their missed chances. And there is the whistle from referee Probert. So Burnley, thanks largely to 3 goals from David Jones at the end, to add to goals from Dawson and Barnes, have run away with it, but it could have so easily been a different story if Hull had took their chances. Full time then at a jubilant Turf Moor. Burnley 5, Hull City 0. Well, what a good way to finish from a results point of view, but I don't think there was any real problem as far as Ings' injury was concerned. I don't think there was any bad injury. I just think it was more tiredness than anything else. So that brings us to the end of our first part of the career mode. Just checking on the in the international front. Among the absentees from the 20th of November will be Stephen Ward, Glenn Whelan, Danny Lafferty, Matt Jokes, the reserve goalkeeper, and Sammy Vokes for Wales. So a real a real good way in which to end that particular part of the career mode. It's a little bit shorter than we were planning, obviously, because we had the problems during the Ajax game. We'll try and get at least the goals from that game on to the video. If not, please don't lynch me for it. It's just the way technology and the internet works and everything else. So please subscribe. If I don't end up editing the Ajax game down to include the goals, don't hold it against me. It's purely one of those things that just goes beyond one's control. Okay, now let's just check the league standings before we leave you, before we end the first part of November. Burnley, ourselves, we have a 3-point lead over Chelsea, who have 20. We have 26 points compared to today, having 23. United are third with 22 points. Then comes Spurs, who have played a game less than everybody else in the top 5, and Arsenal. Liverpool, Newcastle, West Brom, Stoke, who we play next at the Britannia in the first game of the next video. They are in 9th place with 18 points, and then at the bottom it's Palace propping up the table, 1 goal difference from Leicester, and then come Leicester, obviously Sunderland completing the bottom 3 with Southampton a point just outside, and Hull perilously close as well. And their goal difference is just as bad as what the bottom side, Crystal Palace, is. Purely down to the fact that we've put 5 past them in that last game, of course. And David Jones got a glorious hat-trick as well. So, great. So, great times at the moment. We're top of the table. We're 3 points clear of Mourinho's men. We'll see you for the second part of November. Until then, keep subscribing. You know, stay bright, and as I say, if we can't get I'll try and obviously edit the Ajax game down to just the goals, obviously, because of the internet connection. If not, please don't hold it against me, and please don't ask questions, where were the goals from the Ajax game, because I've told you the reasons why on the video. Okay, but hopefully I should have them on. If not, please don't hold it against me. Okay, keep subscribing, keep watching the videos. There's plenty more where that come from. The next 3 games. Away match with Stoke. The next video has these games. Away match with Stoke, which will be the first one, and then a tough match against AC Milan. That's a big game in terms of Group D of the Champions League and leadership of the group. And finally, another Midlands team coming to Turf Moor this time, Aston Villa. So 3 magnificent games to look forward to in the next video. Until then, take care, and I'll see you later. Bye bye now.